guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to get straight to it and we're going to go over data points to apply for the American Express business credit cards. We're going to focus on the 0% cards. I'm going to give you the data points. Stay till the end because I'm actually going to go and apply directly from the website. So you don't want to miss it. Okay. So let's get right to it. First things first, you need a 680 credit score across all three bureaus to apply. Okay. So, American Express is a little bit more lenient when it comes to credit score. Other banks like Chase, they want to see a 720 and above. You can get away with about a 680 with American Express. Okay. Number two, you shouldn't have any negative items. Okay. And this goes with any bank, guys. Okay. So like Amex, American Express, Chase, US Bank, like they want you to have a clean credit profile because if they're going to lend to you with very high limits, they want to make sure that you can pay them back. And the only way that you can do that is if you show them that you've done very well with your personal credit. If you need help with your credit, if you have negative items, click below so we can schedule a call to talk or leave us a comment. Let's chat. We'd love to help. Okay. Number three, you shouldn't have a whole bunch of inquiries. A good rule of thumb when you're going for business credit is to make sure you have no more than 3 inquiries in the last 6 months. If you have more than that, you need to sit out and you need to wait it out. Okay. Or if you need to remove inquiries, let's get to that ASAP. Okay. If you need help removing inquiries, if you recently went to a dealership and they slammed you with a whole bunch of inquiries, click below so we can get on a call and find out what it is you need and see if we can help. Or just comment below. I need help with inquiries. We'll help you out. Okay. Number 4, you want to have at least 15K of revolving credit limits when you apply with Amex. What does that mean? So that means that you have personal credit cards right now and they're not authorized users. Okay. This doesn't count if all you have is authorized users. These banks want to see that you have primary accounts with your social, with your name that you've been managing money on. Okay. So between a couple of those cards, you want them to amount to at least 15. Okay. So let's say you have one card that's 5, the other card's also 5, and then you have another card that's also 5. That's 15 already. Obviously, the more, the better. Okay. 15 is like bottom line. All right. Now, you also want to make sure you're in a low risk industry. And so what I mean by that is you want to make sure you're in like consulting, marketing, e-com, any of those industries are considered low risk. If you're into real estate, trucking, if you have a food truck business, those are considered high risk to the eyes of the bank. So you want to make sure that if you do have those type of businesses, that you apply in such a way that it would be considered low risk. All right. So number 6, they pull from Experian. And the cool thing about American Express is the fact that if you already have an American Express relationship, like let's say you have a personal card with them or you already have a business card, that means that anything else that you apply for is only going to be a soft pull. The only time that it's going to be a hard pull is if this is your very first business card, personal card, whatsoever with American Express. Okay. Now the limits on American Express, can range anywhere from like 3K all the way up to 50K. We consistently get our clients anywhere from like 15K, 25K, 50K. So just be mindful if you have a prior relationship with American Express, you have a better shot at getting higher limits. If this is your first relationship and you've never established anything with them, just be mindful that they might not give you the high limit that you're looking for. Okay. So let's go right to the page and let's apply with American Express with the data points. Okay. So what I want you to do right below this video is a link to apply. Okay. So I want you to click on that link. When you click on that link, this is going to come up. All right. So you're going to go ahead and exit this and you're going to see the gold card and you're like, well, I don't want to apply for the gold card. I want to do the 0% card. I got you. At the top right here, it says business cards. Okay. So you literally click on business cards and the 0%. So American Express has 2 business 0% cards. And I'm going to show you the first one. And then usually if you get approved for, the first one, you'll most likely get approved for the second one at the same time if you go back and apply again. And you'll most likely get the same limit. So if you got 10 on the first one, you'll most likely get 10 on the second one. Or if you got 25, you'll get 25 on the second one. Okay. So this is what's going to come up. The first one is going to be the gold one. So you want to scroll down and the third one down is called the Blue Business Plus Credit Card, annual fee 0 and 0% introductory period for 12 months. So I'm going to go ahead and click apply now because that's what we do. We always apply and we're always getting approved because you follow my videos and you do exactly what I say. Right here, very simple. Put your email address, legal business name. Go ahead and put your business name on there. And then what's the name on the card that you wanted to say? Do you want it to say your first name, your last name? Do you want it to have just a business name? That's really up to you. Now, if you're doing business as, like if you have a DBA, like let's say your business name is, Sam Smith Enterprise, but you're in trucking. So you have a DBA that says Sam Smith's Trucking, then you would put that. Honestly, I never do DBAs for credit card applications. If you do, I don't see anything wrong with it, but I never do. But if you do, go ahead and do that. And if you don't have a DBA, click on this. Company does not have a DBA. Okay. Business address, self-explanatory, guys. Put whatever business address you allocated when you open the business with the Secretary of State. Okay. So this is important because sometimes they'll do a review, and if things don't match, you might get denied, or you might get in like a review status for a while where you have to send in documentations to prove that this actually is your business and this is the address for it. So be very mindful. Put whatever address. If you put your home, okay, put the home address. If you bought a virtual business address, which I highly recommend, go ahead and put that there. Okay. Zip code, business phone number, self-explanatory, industry type. Okay, this is where you're going to pick the type of industry that you're in. I always click other because consulting, management is not one of the things listed here. So I always click other, okay? Company structure, corporation, they don't have LLC. You see how it says like sole prop, partnership, and corporation? They don't have LLC, so I always click corporation, okay? I have direct or indirect ownership of at least 25% of the business. That is correct. Like if you're the owner of the LLC and you're applying, obviously, you at least own 25%. So go ahead and do that. Now, if this is like 3 people on the LLC and they all own 50 or 25%, then you have to check this one. Others in the business have direct or indirect ownership of at least 25. So if it's you and wife, then you'd have to put, both. And they're going to ask you for their social as well. So keep in mind. For me, my LLC is just myself. It's 100% me. So I'm going to go with that one. Years of business, go ahead and put the years in business that you have. If your LLC is 5 years old, go ahead and put that prospective years. Or if your LLC has been open for like 3 months, then you're always going to go with the 1 and 2 year mark. Okay. Number of employees. I like to keep this very conservative. Or I like to anticipate how many employees I'm going to have in the future. So I suspect my business to have at least 5. I'm building a big company. You should be too. So that's a pretty good safe number to anticipate. Okay. Gross annual business revenue. This is asking how much you potentially are going to make in a year, 2 years with the business. Okay. So you want to be very realistic and you want to be very optimistic. So if you're in e-commerce brands make really good money, right? So what do e-commerce brands make annually? They can make up to like 500,000. So whatever it is that you anticipate to make, then go ahead and put that on there. So we're in the consulting space. We have the capability of making up to 200,000 a year. So I'm going to go with that. Also keep in mind that this info is no docs, meaning whatever information you put on here is the word that it's what they're going to take as face value. Okay. So obviously you don't want to put like you're making $1 million if you really are not, but you also can't put that you're making 30,000 and expect to get a 50K credit card. So, again, be realistic and be optimistic about what your business is going to make. Estimating monthly spend. If you're an e-com, you know that you're going to spend a lot of money in inventory. As a consulting business, there's different things that we have to pay for. So on average, I spend about 25,000 to 30,000 because we do ads and those can run you up a lot on a monthly basis. Okay. Federal tax ID. This is your EIN number. Very simple. Go ahead and put that in. Rolling company. I always put president for mine. You could do the same for yours. And then this is your personal info. What's your name? What's your last name? What is the name that you want on your credit card? And put that there. And then this is the info for your home. And you go ahead and put the home address. Right here, it's going to be a social security number. Remember, guys, this is a PG credit card, meaning they are going to look at your personal credit to determine whether or not they're going to give you a business credit card. Okay, so that's why they're asking for social security number. That's why you have to have good credit to get approved for these cards. Okay. Date of birth, go ahead and put that there. Total annual income. This is asking your personal income, not the business anymore, okay? So personal income is what you take home after you get paid from the business, what you expect to take home every year. And you can add anybody that's in the house's income. So if you live with 3 people and all 3 people work, add up everyone's income. If you get alimony, if you get child support, add all that up, okay? So on a 2 household, income, usually people can make up to 100,000 combined. If you make more, please put exactly what it is you make, okay? Non-taxable income, I never put anything here because all my income is taxable. Like I can't get around that, right? And then where do you want them to send your bill? Do you want to send it to the business or to the home? I always say business because, hey, we're in business, okay? And then boom, you click here, see if you're approved, okay? So 2 things can happen. Number 1, it goes into pending review, which isn't the end of the world. You're just basically going to call American Express and ask them, hey, I just applied. Do you guys need any more information from me? Or number 2, you're going to get an automatic approval. Woohoo! Let's go. And if you do get an automatic approval, I want you to leave it in the comments below and tell me exactly how much you were approved for. Let's get it. Thank you so much for watching our video. We're going to keep dropping fire videos on different applications. Or if you want me to do a specific bank, go ahead and leave it below. Let's get to it.